Hello everyone, today is a special day because we finally get to reveal the new Apollo City, and before we do this we thought it would be interesting and important to highlight the success of the current Apollo City, which this is pretty much the first version we ever launched at single motor. So we're gonna look into what made the city famous, what we wanted to improve on the new one, to explain the reasoning behind every decision on the new Apollo City. So as we always do, let's start from the back and walk our way up to the front. So at the back here we had the rear fender light, which was good. At the time it was new because usually it was on the body if there was any. And we had the fender that was also great, super solid on this one. But the big problem with it is that it was not covering all the way back here, and the rear suspension was getting dirty very easily. As soon as you go into a puddle, that's gonna go onto the rear suspension, and it's not great because it looks dirty, and with time it can start squeaking. Then we had the rear suspension itself, which was fantastic on the city. This is one thing that people really liked about it. We never heard that a suspension was not good enough, so we wanted to keep the essence of the suspension and maybe improve it just a little bit. Then we had the rear turning signal, which you can see they are painted here. This is the German version of the city. But we had the rear turning signal, which at the time was innovative on the city. This simply didn't exist or was very not common back at the time. We wanted to keep the same turning signal that we have now, like always on the rear body with the key signature light. So this is definitely something we wanted to keep. We had the rear handle here that was also acting as the rear footrest, which we had great comment about because it's easy to grab, and also the angle is super comfortable to put your foot on, right? It's not too abrupt, it's not too lean back, and it's not easy to do while keeping the distance for the travel of the rear suspension, so we knew we wanted to keep something similar to that. Something that could be improved though is the rear clip on the deck. You can see this is the same one that we had on the Apollo Air. It's a bit dated, and at the time there was nothing better that existed. Since then we made some progress with our beautiful button that we have on the Phantom lineup or the Apollo Go, so we want to improve that. Then we have the grip tape. We are known now for a beautiful grip tape, but with this new city, we really wanted to take it up a notch. Then we have the way that the body is made. This body, you can see it's a plastic enclosure on the metal deck. This is great for waterproofing because we have another layer under this plastic of metal, but it's difficult during manufacturing to match the gap here that you see between the plastic and the metal. And it's also very difficult to match the paint of the metal with the plastic enclosure. Those are two different materials, so the paint will always come out differently. You can see right now it's the exact same shade on paper, but the reflectiveness, it just doesn't look the same. The kickstand, this is the V1 of the kickstand. After that, we had the V2. We learned a lot with kickstand. You cannot do them in plastic. So this is something we learned the hard way. Then we had the beautiful neck. This is really the key signature of the scooter, the neck with the footrest. Like everything is rounded, everything is beautiful. And when we redid the city, originally, there was a lot more straight angle. And that's one thing that a lot of feedback we got from the people we showed it to. They said, doesn't look like the city, doesn't feel like the city. So we went back to the drawing board and made something that keep the essence of all those curves together. Then we have the folding mechanism. Obviously, we changed it since then. We have our new super reliable folding mechanism with like triple safety system. So we want to improve this as well. We have the stem, which this one was not featuring any stem light. And as you know, all our new model feature the crazy Apollo beam. We have the front suspension here, same thing as the back. It works super well, but there's the same problem with the fender. It's not covering it, so it's getting dirty super quickly. And this size of suspension is not standard. So it's difficult to buy an aftermarket one or to tweak it to match your weight. So we want something a bit more universal. Going up, we have the display. This one was not featuring any quad lock, but it did have app connectivity, so that was great. And lastly, the first version of the city did not have the turning signal. So now that I recapped where we started, we can finally retire the scooter. Thank you for all your work and for being with us for 4 years now, but it's time for the next iteration of the city. So without any further ado, here's the new Apollo City. So as you can see, it looks completely different, and we really took inspiration from the most reliable scooter on our lineup, because the goal of the Apollo 2.0 lineup is built to last with lifetime frame warranty. So why not take the most reliable frame, which is the Apollo Go? So you can see on this one, we have the original shape of the Go just scaled up, and also with all better components to be not better, but more rugged to really fit the need of the Apollo City. First thing you notice, look beautiful. Look at all those crazy lights. And like I did before, we're gonna start at the back and walk our way up to the top. So here at the back, we have the new fender finally covering the spring and going even under. So that's gonna offer you full coverage, and it's gonna keep the spring clean. And on this fender, we have our new fender light, our new signature light that you can see from so far away. So we have it here, and when we brake, well, it flashes, you know, so super visible. And again, this fender is rock solid. It's supported by 2 metal brackets and fixed on the swing arm as well. It's the best. Then we have our new Core Fusion motor. They're super powerful. You're gonna get more wattage than before because we have the new technology of Mac controller inside. On the outside, they look similar, but the winding inside is different to accommodate all this extra wattage that you're gonna get from it. The peak of each motor is about 1,400 watts, so you can see it's a significant jump from before. And when you ride the scooter, you feel it right away. It's still drum brake, dual drum brake, because it's low maintenance, but also because the brake pads on those drum brakes are super thick, so we wanted to keep that. And something that we added on both of the motors are easy plug connector. So if you need to replace the tire or the motor, well, it's going to be easier than ever. Then we continue. We have the suspension, which may look familiar, but it's completely different. It's longer travel versus the older City, and there's now rubber bushing under, and it just feels completely different. It's really the next generation of this type of suspension. It's one of the best we did so far. At the back, we have our latest button to be able to lock and unlock the stem. So feels super premium, and it works better than ever. We retuned it to be even smoother when you press on it, believe it or not. And around this, we have our beautiful grip. So this is a new way we do grip. Instead of going just inside, so digging a pattern into a grip tape, we go in and out to really have this 3D and depth effect, and it completely changed the outlook of the scooter. It just looks stunning. This is my favorite grip tape we did so far. Around this, we have the body lights, and you can see at the back, just incredible going here. And it was a real engineering feat to make the rear brake light fit with the side body light, because the tolerance need to be extremely tight, and it just looks so beautiful. I don't know on the camera if we're gonna see it well, but this is a deep red, and I'm really happy with the shade, and it just shows how great we got with light diffusion at Apollo, because when we started with the original Apollo Pro, it was a real challenge to do a great diffusion without having so much depth in it. Then going up, we have the charging port. This is the classic charging port, but it's finally on a location that's convenient for you. So on the old Apollo City, it was on the side. Now it's gonna be at the top, so you don't need to lean on the side to plug it. You just plug it here. Then we have our Mac plate technology, and this is a beauty. It matched with the grip tape, so we really cut the plate to match the grip tape, and we made the grip tape to match the plate. So which one came first? Let us know down in the comment below. But it's just so integrated that it looks beautiful. This is not a heat sink. It's just to showcase that it's a Mac controller inside. Then we have the kickstand of the scooter. This is similar to what we have on the Go, miles ahead of what we had on the City, because now it's fully integrated to the body when retracted. And we now improved it compared to the Apollo Go because it's reinforced inside, and because it's longer, we really had to make this connection point stronger. Then we go in the front. This is where the controller is. So now the controller is inside the neck and not inside the body, which makes the inside of the body super clean. It's empty inside. You just have the battery, and everything is inside the neck. And for the Apollo City, we went with the latest generation of Mac controller, which at this point, I don't know, maybe a Mac 4 controller, but the PCB is bigger. There's more layer to it, and the whole way we put the connectors and the way we dissipate the heat is based on the Phantom 2.0 Stellar Edition, which is able to run twice as much power and run twice as cool as the 52 volt version. because we have this crazy technology inside. We implemented it here. So what does it mean for you? It means that we're able to output way more current than before, but it's gonna run cooler than before. So fantastic, and the throttle control is better than ever. If we continue, we have the front suspension, which again might look familiar. On this one, it's brown because we're doing some tests. It's gonna be orange on the final one. This is a better unit. Imagine how the final production unit is gonna be beautiful. And it's longer than before. It's 100 millimeter versus before it was 85 millimeter. And this is gonna allow you to have more travel, but more importantly, this is gonna allow you to buy some aftermarket one if you want. You can fit air suspension there. There's even some hydraulic suspension. So finally, you're no longer locked into the city ecosystem. You can tune it and play with it however you want. It's the same thing at the back. You're gonna be able to fit custom suspension as well. We have the new fender that's gonna go all around the wheel and also cover the suspension and extend under the swing arms. So again, you're fully covered and it's rock solid. I don't know how you can make a stronger fender than this. It's just probably the best one on the market. And this is important because you don't want anything to rattle and you want something to cover from all the splashing of the water. So finally, we have a great solution. And for the motor, it is the same as the back with an easy plug connector. Going up, we have our latest folding mechanism. Nothing changed there. We have our stem with the reinforced bracket. So again, the latest stem we have. This one has been perfect so far. It's fantastic. We have this beautiful stem light. It's flush with it. The plastic feels fantastic. And the diffusion is just, again, unmatched. It looks like you're looking at heaven. Going up, we have the latest Apollo headlight, which is the same now on all our models from the top of the lineup all the way to the bottom. And the City is no exception. This is super bright. And at the top here, we have a new buzzer. So when you put the turning signal, or you change mode, it's gonna be loud and everybody around you is gonna hear you. This buzzer is mounted on the Apollo Dot 2.0 display with Apple Find My and NFC, so you can lock the scooter and unlock it with a little NFC card, but also in the Apollo app, and you can track the scooter with Apple Find My. At the top, we have a completely new handlebar. We have a 22 millimeter round handlebar, so finally you're able to mount your accessories and you have room to mount your accessories, and you're now able to remove the throttle cover to mount even more accessories if you want. So you have ample of space on this, and on this handlebar you can find, well, the same great throttle that you can find on all our models with the accelerator and the regen throttle brake, and you have a dual drum brake system with a little bell built in. And at the end of the handlebar, you have our latest turning signal, which are super bright, fully covered if you drop the scooter. And I think they're simply one of the best on the market right now. Like I said, in the middle, you have the Dot 2.0 display with a new anti-glare technology, and you have a quad lock at the top as well with the NFC built under. So now what is inside? I mentioned the controller, but what about the battery? It's a 48 volt, 18 Ah system. The reason why we didn't go bigger is because people were satisfied with the battery size before. And if you want more range or more speed, you can go get the Phantom 2.0. This one's gonna go at about 55 to 60 kilometers per hour. And as I mentioned, there's way more torque than before with 1,400 watt per motor for a total of 2,800 watt, which is more than enough for this type of commuter. The model that you see right now is a dual motor scooter. There's going to be a single motor version as well available at the same time. We're doing the production at the same time, and you can expect, well, half the spec and a bit more range on the single motor version. This scooter is a culmination of everything we learned. We built it from everything that the city taught us on the Go platform, which is the most reliable with all the latest technology. All of this enrobed into, I think, the most beautiful scooter ever made on this planet, period. There's no Segway that can match that. There's no other Apollo that can match that. This is just a piece of art. If you want this scooter, again, the reservations are open. Let us know down below in the comment section what are your impressions of this scooter, and I'll see you in the next video.